To show you guys how to pick up a provisional cast on, I've created a little miniature yoke. And again, you wouldn't want to use this cast on for an older child's sweater or any sweater that's going to need structure, because this takes away structure. So the provisional cast on is especially good if you have a baby that you're knitting for and you can't just pop the, sweater over their head to try it on while you're knitting, but you want to make sure that, when you gift it to a new parent or such, that it's not going to be too small to get over the head. This is kind of the fix for that, but it removes all structure. So if you used it on, say, a 16-year-old's sweater, it would just sag at the neck. So we wouldn't want that. So what you do to pick this up, when we were creating it, we tied a little knot, and here's that knot right here. You want to find that knot. And you want to pull it through here so that we can unfasten. A lot of times I'll undo the knot first so I can actually get it through that little stitch there. Okay, so at this point, your crochet stitches are live. The minute you start tugging on that, they're going to come loose. And when they come loose, you're going to want to put them on a needle. So there's usually a bit of a jog, so don't be surprised if you wind up with one less stitch than you anticipated. That's not a big deal because you're just going to add it back in later if you need to. So I can already tell that this is where that is going in, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick my needle right in there. Let me zoom in even closer so you can see that. So you can see that it's in there. And now I'm just going to start unzipping it slowly. You see that? There's the next one. Stick my needle in, unzip it. There's the next one. Gonna unzip it. Next one, unzip it. So I'm just inserting it in there. And you can, of course, pull this out first and then put your needle in. And then do that. Might be a little bit easier to see, but I like to make sure that I'm not going to accidentally drop a stitch. And I'm just going all the way around, unzipping that provisional cast on, and it's making the neckline quite stretchy now. So again, it's taking away any structure that would have been there. Getting all sorts of little yarn ends here. moving around and unzipping. All right, there's one final stitch there. All right, my provisional cast on is completely off. Let's see what we have. Now, it's very possible that I have the correct number of stitches. If you find when you're doing your ribbing that you have an odd number of stitches, you likely had one kind of fall off, and that is really common with a provisional cast on. So it's nothing to worry about. You can either reduce one further by purling two together just to kind of easily resolve that stitch. That's probably the best bet, or you can increase one. So at this point, I would knit around. Since we're going to work ribbing, well, in this case, if you're working ribbing in a different color, I would knit around first. But if you're just going to work the ribbing, just start like so. We'll go all the way around. And you're just working your collar the same way you would have at the beginning, only in reverse.